Matchday 2 is over, so it's time to look back at the week. Let's not yap too much and start with the first game. Czech Republic versus South Africa. Everyone called South Africa the worst team, and they didn't take that well. But anyways, who cares about this game, right? Let's move to Bosnia and Switzerland. A game that was a complete snooze fest up until the last 20 minutes. Imagine you turned the game off in 90 minutes, thinking there won't be any goals scored. 3 goals in added extra time is crazy. Canada versus Qatar. I don't think it was legal to watch this game. Canada absolutely assaulted Qatar and showed them no mercy. How the hell did Qatar tie with Switzerland? Now we also have a second player with a hat-trick. Mexico versus South Korea. Another game with a masterclass performance by the goalkeeper. Even though Mexico won the game, South Korea also showed good football. USA versus Australia. Australia did their best to park the bus, but Americans found no challenge breaking it. At the end of the game, Australia was close scoring though, so the referee had to waste some time for the host country. Pochettino was very happy with the win. Morocco versus Scotland. Morocco once again proved that they are serious about this World Cup, and they are not to be underestimated. Everyone should look out for the Brahim Diaz-Saibari link-up. Brazil versus Haiti. Finally, Brazilians remembered that they are Brazilians, and Ancelotti finally let Endrick play a little bit. He even scored a goal, but it was ruled offside. Rafinha also showed that he can't play anywhere else other than in Barcelona. Vinicius is going for the Ballon d'Or though. And now we get to a shocker of a game. After losing to Australia, everyone thought that Turkey would come back stronger and win Paraguay. Well, everyone was very wrong. Turkey fans did all of this just to be sent home. 62 shots in 2 games and 0 goals is absolutely embarrassing. Almiron also got the dumbest red card ever. Dark horses were sent home humbled. Netherlands versus Sweden. Another game where another team was absolutely destroyed. Netherlands must have made Tunisian fans very proud. And very fucking scared. This is also another game that must have frustrated Liverpool fans. Very good game for neutral fans. Germany versus Ivory Coast. What a nice gesture from Germany to keep Undav on the bench so he doesn't humiliate the opponents. On a serious note, how is this guy not starting? If not for Undav, Ivory Coast would have won the game, and they would have deserved it. Ecuador versus Curaçao. After the game with Germany, nobody had any expectations from Curaçao. But they proved everyone wrong. Curaçao played extreme haram ball, but still had 15 shots on target. That wasn't a problem for the goalkeeper though. He gave an absolute masterclass. He really wanted those followers. Tunisia versus Japan. Tunisia go very unlucky with the group. They are being treated like a punching bag. The next game they have is against the Netherlands. Good luck. Japan looked very confident. Spain versus Saudi Arabia. Oyarzabal didn't have a single touch in the first 30 minutes in the last game against Cape Verde. This time he had 2 goals and assists in the first 25 minutes. Man really locked in. Saudi Arabia now has to win against Cape Verde now if they want to qualify. Belgium versus Iran. Another stinker from Belgium. 1 red card, 0 goals. They are disappointing their fans very much right now. Iranian goalkeeper was amazing too. Even though the game ended 0-0, the game was very entertaining. Uruguay versus Cape Verde. Vozinha has already retired from football mentally. But regardless of his disaster class, Cape Verde still managed to score 2 and tie with Uruguay. Either Uruguay is bad or Cape Verde is better than we thought. Egypt versus New Zealand. Salah is having another prime. And another game that must be hard to watch for Liverpool fans. Egypt overall has proved to be a team to not underestimate. And now let's move to Austria versus Argentina. It must be amazing to be Messi fan right now. After a hat-trick, you'd think he would stop. And after that penalty, the Ronaldo fans must have been very happy, but they weren't for long. Messi proved once again that he is the GOAT. France versus Iraq. France was very strong in the first half and Mbappé even scored a goal. And then we had a halftime. That lasted longer than the game. Apparently in America, they are so scared of rain that if a lightning strikes in the neighboring city, they have to postpone the game. Also, Mbappé has tied with Miroslav Klose and is not playing at all. He will 100% become the best World Cup player. Norway versus Senegal. Haaland doesn't let Mbappé breathe. He also scored 2 goals and so did Sarr. Overall, a very entertaining game. Algeria versus Jordan. After Messi terrorized Algeria, they must feel very refreshed to play somebody else. Great comeback by Algeria. And now, Uzbekistan versus Portugal. Ronaldo fans must be crying tears of happiness after all the slander they got. Ronaldo finally scores, and not only once but twice. Although, what would you expect from Portugal playing against Uzbekistan? England versus Ghana. You'd think Southgate was back after watching this game? Or either the black magic Ghana is doing is working, or at least it worked on Harry Kane. Croatia and Colombia also got each very important wins. What an amazing week 2 we had.